What's up, Tube? Long time no see. Just gonna make a quick update here. This will probably be a couple part video. I know I talked about doing wheel tubs in the past, and it's been a while since I've gotten back to that. But so we're back at it. We got the driver's side done finally. I actually took some time off of work because work has been so crazy that I haven't had time to mess with this thing. So took some time off, and now we're devoting our time to all this nonsense. So we got this thing fit in here pretty well. Got it clecoed in place. My gaps in the back are not bad. It's just gonna take some finessing, and obviously I gotta trim some stuff, and it'll be fine. I gotta trim some metal, and then I'm just gonna fold this lip back and weld it to here, and then do that all the way through here. We'll just do some metal forming, and you know, get it all situated. Like I said, right now I've just got it to the point where I cut all the wheel well out. There's the old wheel well. So that's the passenger side now. I did get the driver's side done, like I said, done enough, I should say. It could be better, but we're gonna leave it right where it is. Let me jump over there real quick and I'll show it to you. So I ain't even gonna front like I'm some kind of great welder, because I am definitely not that. So look at my shit welds. It's not pretty, but it's solid. I was having tons and tons of issues with my welder. I don't know why, but just the other day when I started getting back to it, I just took some time, messed with my welder, looked at it. I saw I had some shit messed up. I had the wrong tips. I was out of wire, just a bunch of issues with the welder, and I got it situated, and just out of nowhere it started just laying nice beads. So I had already fucked my way through most of this one. So like these areas right there where those welds don't look terrible, I just did all that shit. So those welds aren't terrible. They're actually solid welds. The rest of it just looks like popping bullshit. So it's solid though, so I'm not too worried about it. It will be all covered up with seam sealer. I'm gonna seam seal all the weld areas, all the little holes I have in there from all the self tappers to hold the metal together. We're gonna prime it, seam seal it, and then we're gonna rhino line it with the undercoating. So yeah, there we are with that. Finally got around to getting it done. We're working on this passenger side now. Here's the inside the trunk view. Turn this damn flashlight down. So like I said, I am no fucking welder, and destroy me in the comments if you want. I really don't care. Go ahead and do your worst. I don't give a shit. I'm being fully transparent with y'all, saying I ain't no professional. Do not try what I do, because I'm not good at it. But it's gonna hold. It's gonna be just fine. That's why I have other people weld the important things. So this side, we just got it all chopped out, and like I said, it's all fit. Now I just need to cut some of this sound deadening material out of here, get all this out of there, pull the wheel bin back out, go ahead and clean up all the edges for my welding. Just clean everything up, so when I start welding, I got clean surfaces. I'll re-clean the underside of the car, and then I'll do all this tomorrow, get everything cleaned up. That way we can start welding, and I'll cut you back when we got that going. All right, guys. All right, cutting you back on, guys. So I went ahead and prepped all the surfaces. I already started, so I prepped all the surfaces on the welding side, not on this side. I cleaned up all my sound deadener on this shit, and then I went ahead and ran a bunch of self-tapping screws to kind of help hold the sheet metal together. I also have let's cut back over here. I also have this cool little thing. It's a hole puncher, pneumatic hole puncher. So it'll go in yay far, maybe about 1/4, 1/8 of an inch, something like that. And then you just hit the the handle, and it actually punches a hole pneumatically. So I went ahead and did that to the new wheel bin. As you can see from right there, that's what the holes. This is a little bigger. It punches a pretty small hole. So I went ahead and went with a step bit, and then just took it to the next size. But we went ahead and started plug welding. I'm plug welding as I go, and then I'm welding the seams, and I'm trying to go back and forth. So do the front, then the back. We're getting a lot better welds than we did over there. This side looks a lot better than the back side there, but so we're getting a lot better welds now. These aren't all shitty looking and popping. They're still a little shitty looking, but you know, it is what it is. I'm no professional. So yeah, and then as you can see, I still got self-tappers in here. I just went ahead and ran them, I don't know, maybe every couple inches or so, just to kind of suck the metal together. I'm still having to kind of, I'll plug weld a couple spots, and then I'll go ahead with my hammer. Whoa, fucking light is being all crazy. I'll go ahead with my body hammer, and I'll kind of work the panel in a little better. So it's working out pretty well right now. My goal is to go ahead and weld this whole seam, and then I'm gonna work on getting this shit all trimmed up, because I'm gonna need to do a lot of trimming. And then I'll just, I'll trim up what I have to. As you can see, like, here's my finger. That's how much space I have between this panel and the floorboard. And then, like I said, I got everything all cleaned up pretty good. So I can start, what I'll do is trim this back, and then I'll fold it over, and then I'll just weld it to the back here. And then, like I said, I'm gonna end up seam sealing everything, so I'm not too worried about it. And then I got it fitting pretty well. I can kind of beat this. I'll work this into place a little better once I get this whole seam welded. But yeah, we'll cut you back on when I got this seam welded and I start hammering some shit away. All right, cutting you back on, guys. So I have the whole seam welded now on the passenger side. Welder is doing much better today. I'm actually having no issues at all. I had a couple where I don't know why, but it's stupid plug welds just don't want to, they didn't want to go very well, some of them, but we're looking good now. Looking not bad. I'm pretty pleased with how this one's turning out. So we got, I'm starting to go ahead and work on doing some of the folding, just kind of pounding it out here. As you can see, not really, like I said, if I was worried about this looking real nice, I probably wouldn't do what I'm doing, but I'm really not. This is all gonna get covered up, and you're never really gonna tell that it's all beat to shit. So yeah, we're getting somewhere here. So I'm just kind of cutting things back and folding it to see where it's all going to land and how I need to trim it to get it to weld to the surface in there. So, but things are going pretty well. All I did here is I just took my grinder, a cutoff wheel, and split it here, split it there, and then I just kind of folded this lip back with like some pliers all the way through, and then I just kind of pounded it over, and then I'm working flatten it out. And as you can see, I got some self tappers in here to kind of hold it down. They kind of work themselves loose as you work them. Eventually they become kind of worthless, but as long as you can get it sucked down and kind of work it so you can get some tacks going, it'll hold itself. And then I'll take these off and I'll just run a bead. So yeah, it's going pretty well right now. Things are looking good. I might actually even get this side done today. I'm pretty happy that I took some time off of work to get this done. So it's going really well, and I can't wait to get to the next step of the process, which is starting to get this chassis put back together. So I'm gonna cut you back when I got this side pretty much finished up. Yo, what up, guys? All right, so I got everything all scuffed up, wiped down, and I blew everything off. So now we're going to mix up our 2-part epoxy spray paint. It's this stuff. I just get this from my local auto body store. I used this on the underbody the first time I did it, and it's obviously seemed to hold up pretty well. I haven't had any problems with that shit falling off. So yeah, it's a 2-part. So you shake it, and then it comes with this little red deal, and then you bust. There's like the mix is in the bottom, so you put the cap on the bottom, you break it, and then you shake it for another 2 minutes, and then it's ready to spray. So I'm gonna go ahead and get this thing mixed up and sprayed. All right, got all the epoxy sprayed. Just did kind of a quick and dirty. Doesn't need to be. I'm gonna go ahead and I scuffed it. I scuffed all this bed liner before I sprayed, but I'm gonna scuff it all again when I'm done, or after this is dried. And then I'm going to, when I paint more liner on, I'm gonna try to overlap a little bit to get rid of some of that overspray. So, and then same with this. My plan was to recoat some of this wheel well, because when we primed the car, the tape didn't hold very well to this bed liner. So I had some gray primer overspray in my wheel wells, and I always thought it looked like fucking trash. So we're gonna try to clean it up a little bit now that we're here. Primered. Then I'm gonna go ahead and seam seal everything. So I'm gonna seam seal in here and inside the car. So yeah, I'll cut y'all back when I've got everything seam sealed. All right, guys. Cutting you back on after I got everything seam sealed. As you can see, all my weld areas are seam sealed. All the this is the factory split between the inner and outer wheel bins, so that's nice and sealed. Everything down here, got everything sealed up. Both sides. Got a little sloppy with it, but it's all right. This stuff is supposed to be paintable, so you can actually paint over it. Some of this I scuffed up, but I realized it was actually making it a lot smoother than the actual surface that it has. So I just went ahead and just coated right over the surface, because it's epoxy. You can hear that it's pretty I don't know what you want to call it. It's got some texture to it. I don't know if that's just how I sprayed or what, but I can't decide. I got my Rhino line yesterday. I can't decide if I want to scuff this up to Rhino line it or not. But it turned out pretty good. I haven't finished the inside yet, because I didn't, the inside's not as important to get done to me as the wheel bins itself. I can finish all this shit once the body's down on the stand, you know. I can go through and seal up over that, and maybe seal this a little better. I got it through most of the way over here on this passenger side, and then up around in there in the driver's compartment. I still need to seal this seam. So I got a little more work to do on the inside, but my main goal was to get the outer side done. So now what I'm gonna do is go ahead, and it says for the Herculiner, if you're gonna recoat over it, you're supposed to take Scotch-Brite and kind of scuff up this the existing. So I'm gonna go ahead and do that. I'm gonna scuff up probably a good solid line. That way, hopefully it sticks. I don't know. This is kind of an experiment to me to see how well it sticks to itself. I gotta go down in here. I want to kind of get all that overspray that I have with the primer. I want to get it all recoated. And like I said, the only reason I'm redoing this whole section here is because when we primered the car, I had a lot of primer overspray because it just, tape wouldn't stick to that this undercoating. So, all right guys, I'm gonna get this shit all scuffed up and then we'll cut you back. Okay guys, first coat of Herculiner. Making a fucking mess. I could have definitely cleaned up the spot welds a lot better. I was thinking this shit went on a lot thicker than it is. Oh well, it'll be all right. If anybody wants to complain about it, fuck them. It's my car. But yeah, definitely looks a lot better now. Tried to clean up some of these areas the best I could. I don't know, I probably went a little too far compared to what I scuffed up, so we'll see what happens there. Hopefully everything sticks okay. But I went ahead and scuffed up like the sealant, and because it was sticky, not sticky, but it was, you know, it's a rubber sealant, so it felt sticky, but it's solid. I don't know if that's making any sense, but I went ahead and ran the Scotch-Brite over it, and then it was really textured after that. So hopefully this shit'll stick real good to that sealant. I'm not gonna show you the other side. The other side looks exactly the same. Yeah, so far I'm digging it. This is coat number 1. I believe it says wait like an hour, like 1 to 4 hours or something between coats. So I figure go inside, get a little food in me, maybe finish up some laundry, and then come back out, and then we'll throw another coat on her. And this time we'll make this second coat nice and thick, and should be good to go. So far I'm really pleased with how it's looking. Yeah, we'll cut you back when I get this second coat all finished up. Okay guys, we got her all done. We got the second coat of the bed liner put on. It turned out really well. Turned out super good, looks real nice. Nice and fresh. We don't have all that gray overspray in here anymore, which I'm super excited about. I get a little overspray, but you really gotta look up inside that wheel well. So if you're trying to put your head up in my wheel well that far, man, get out of here. Go do something else. But yeah, she's all done. Looks real good. Everything's nice and sealed up and coated. Like I said, I still got to do the inside of the car still. We got to get the inside of the car, but I'm not too concerned about that. Actually, tomorrow after work, I got a couple buddies gonna stop by. We're gonna go ahead and get the car shoved over here in the corner again, where I had it before. And then we're gonna go ahead and set this beautiful chassis down onto some jack stands so I can get to working on that, you know, over the summer. I'm hoping, my goal is to hopefully by, I don't know, September-ish, to have hopefully have a body party, you know, have the chassis all together, have a rolling chassis, hopefully get the motor and transmission put in. I do want to have the tranny looked at again. As you see, there's just this big old death fucking stain on my garage floor. I want to have it gone through again, sealed up a little better. There's got to be a better way of sealing that thing. So super excited though, guys. Hopefully I got some good content coming. I got all these you know, fancy boxes of parts, all these nice shiny parts sitting up here, getting ready to go on this car. So all the UMI stuff, coilovers, upper and lower control arms. Still going to be running the same Steinjager rear lowers. I got the trick chassis uppers somewhere over here. Still gonna roll with the Hellwig rear sway bar. I haven't actually got it put on test fit on this thing ever, actually, tell you the truth. So this is my 8.8 that I had done by Quick Performance, narrowed it, did all the fab work on it. We put it together. Probably gonna wanna change the fluid in it, to be honest, since it's been sitting for so long. But yeah, guys, super excited. We got this chassis coming together soon. Like I said, I got a goal, and now it doesn't seem so far out of reach. All I got to do is get in here from time to time and start working on this chassis. We got all the parts we need to get this chassis together, make it a roller, and then we'll have a body party. Gonna get this body, we're gonna set it down the way we took it off. We'll use 2 engine hoists. We'll lift up the car, we'll lower it down onto the chassis. Everything should go nice and smooth. So that's gonna be a couple months away though. So yeah, keep your eye out. I'm gonna try to get more content rolling now that I have a little more motivation to get that chassis work done. So stay tuned. We got a lot of cool parts going on the brand new chassis. We got all these UMI parts. We got coilovers. I'm gonna do a mod to the UMI rear coilover brackets for this rear end. So stay tuned for that. Hopefully that's coming in the next month or so. Get these brackets modded. And that's honestly probably the first thing I'm gonna do is get this rear end set up somewhere. And then I'm gonna get these brackets dug out, and we're gonna go ahead and try to get that put together. So stay tuned, guys. Hopefully I got some really good content coming. I'm gonna start get rolling on this car again because I missed the hell out of it, and I'm super excited for this big old beast that lurks under these blankets. It's just tucked away in its little blankies, but it's under there. All right, y'all. Catch you later.